What it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again on this Thursday night live stream. Getting ready for the playoffs coming through. Let's see if we get some people up in here so we get started. KVG, what's going on? Control, what's going on, man? Trucker's Life, what it do? What it do? How you doing? Good to see y'all in here. Can y'all hear me? Just want to make sure my sound is good. Pure Party, what's going on, man? How you doing? Y'all ready? Y'all ready for these playoffs or what? George, what up, bro? It's the first time I see you in here, bro. What up, bro? What up, George? You said let's address the any hater Eagle fans. Yeah, we can always um, address that. Uh, George, no playoffs for y'all. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, George. Though y'all got to get rid of y'all owner. I don't know what y'all new name is. They said something about commanders. They said something about uh, admirals. But either way, y'all got to get rid of y'all owner, George, because Snyder is not cutting it. He don't care about the team. He don't care about the stadium, and that's not good for an organization at all. Truckers like said, "Fuck the Sheagles." I know that's right. What up, Sierra? How you doing? You said your teams sell to Jeff Bezos. That'd be cool. Um, it'd be the Amazon Stadium. Even though he stepped down from the company, I know he still got some ownership in it. But I just feel like if he, I don't know. I feel like Jeff Bezos will put more money into it though. I do believe that. But yeah, um, ready for this Cowboy game. They better come with it. Yeah, going against the 49ers. Now, I've said this before. I wanted to address this tonight because I know a lot of the fan base literally um, is a contingent fan base that believes that we're just going to roll over the 49ers. Now, I don't necessarily believe that. I will say that 49ers have a really good run game, and you have to max physicality with physicality. Is going to be a real test of your physicalness in this game and going forward in the playoffs because at this point, everybody is good. Everybody is good. Um, I'm tired of hearing, oh, I don't want to go against this team, but I'd rather go against this team. When you get to this point, there's none of that. You have to come with it or go home. That's it. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Big J, what up, bro? Big blessings. I gotta work now. So appreciate you, man. For coming in, man. I appreciate that. Big J said he want all the smoke. That's what's up. They say the Niners are hot right now. But again, they still got Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo is how I would say a middle of the road type of quarterback. Um, if you could get him to throw the ball more than 25 times in the game, you're gonna win it because he's gonna make a mistake. Our DBs are gonna turn the ball over, and that's pretty much gonna be that. Now, I will say this: if you if you come in this game underestimating the 49ers, it's going to be a part two of that Denver game. Y'all remember when we got our ass whipped by Denver, right? They caught us with our pants down and we didn't know how to. It's almost like when we played that Denver game, you ever go to the wave pool at the amusement park and you miss a wave and the waves just keep hitting you, it's like bow, you try to get up, bow, you try to get up, bow. Every time you hit that wave and it knocks you back down, you don't want to get caught in a situation like that. What you need to do is you need to come in this game ready to go. Again, this is no longer the regular season. All that little stuff that you did in the regular season changes right now. Um, Terrence Jones, what up, bro? You said Michael Irvin tripping. Uh, it's some truth to what he said, and I'll get into that as well. What up, D Block? Victor Lee, what it do? Dave Moore. Brian SoCal, what up, bro? I'm gonna tell you this. But shout out. I want to say real quick. Shout out to the rest of the division. If you're in here and you're a fan of Washington, if you're a fan of the Eagles, if you're a fan of the Giants, um, we know the Eagles are also in the playoffs too. But I actually don't see them beating Tampa Bay. But then again, the Eagles are that type of team that when you think they're not gonna win, they're gonna win. It's crazy. That's how the Eagles work. Um, Washington and Giants are obviously not in the playoffs right now, but I feel like they're going to be better teams next year because Joe Judge is out in New York. Gettleman is out in New York, so they got a chance to get a new GM and a new head coach, so they can make some changes up there. Um, then with Washington, I don't know what they need. They need to get a better quarterback because Taylor Heineke is nothing more than a backup quarterback. But I feel like if they get their offense together, the Washington team will be good. Our whole division will be better and way more competitive next year if those two teams get better. Because we know what the Eagles can do. We definitely know what the Cowboys can do. So, it's just all about the strength of it. And we've been known as the NFC least for the longest time, but we got two teams in the division actually in the playoffs. Who would have thought that? Yes, playmaker acting a little scared. He's not acting a little scared, D Block. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you the effects of that. It's two reasons why he did that. Eastside Harold, thank you for the super chat. Even though you a hating ass Texans fan, with y'all four damn wins, and you in here talk about some cowgirls, gonna be one and done. But y'all ain't even going to the playoffs because y'all ain't won more than 4 games in the season. When you win more than 4 games in the season, then we can have a conversation, Mr. Eastside Harold. But it and let me tell you something, Eastside. Where the hell you been all season, bro? You came in here week one. You remember that shit? You came in my live stream week one. You came in here and you was talking all that mess. And you said, "Oh E2, oh E2, oh blah blah. We win it. We the best team in Texas. Blah blah blah. The Texans is the team." Then week two y'all lost. Week three y'all lost. Then y'all just started losing. I didn't hear from your ass until y'all won y'all second game and ended up being four and whatever. four and forever. Because that's how many. And you in here talking shit. Come on, bro. You can't be sometimey with it. And Brethren, my brother, Brethren been in here. Brethren came in here and he took his lumps like a man. Eastside Harold. Brethren came in here and came in here, even though he a Falcon fan and they were losing, he still came in here like a man, even when they lost. Your ass disappeared. That's all I'm saying. We'll be in the same boat next week. Whatever, Eastside, man. Go somewhere. Go read a book or something. Even they have to get their four on the field. Let me tell you something. I don't know what's going on with that situation, but Watson will probably never play for the Texans again. I don't know what they're gonna do with him, but that ain't our problem. Cowboys will not be one and done. It's a guarantee. I know that's right, Brad. Let them know, Brad. Let them know what it is. No, D Block. I know it's four and third. I'm just saying because it just feel like they lost more games than that, even though there was not that mathematically that's not possible. But it just feel like they lost everything. that was the point I was making. But brethren, though. But come on, bro. Brethren. I like how y'all come in here now that the season's over and y'all just confident that the Cowboys are going to be one and done all of a sudden. That's the crazy part to me right now. Where am I watching the game at? It really depends on what the weather is like. I plan to go to Mark's house, but it's supposed to snow this weekend, but I don't know. Um, it really depends on what the weather is going to be like. Um, so what I was saying about the playmaker, I'm sorry, D Block, got you. So this is the thing about Michael Irvin. Two things. Understand that when he played in the late 80s and the 90s, the 49ers were a really good team, just like the Cowboys were, right? The Jerry Rice era, right? The big rivalry between the Dallas Cowboys and the 49ers was huge in the 90s. Almost like as if they were a division team of ours, even though they weren't. But that was the way that went. So, with that being said, I think when he says that he's showing respect for the 49ers of yesteryear, even though they're not the same 49ers team. But he's also saying that you can't come in there underestimating this 49ers team because they did have 10 wins in a tough division. Look at the division. They we as Cowboy fans, let's keep it real. We weren't paying attention to the 49ers that much this year because we didn't play them this year. So naturally we're gonna be like, oh, well, what they got? What did they do? But they did win 10 games. And they played physical against a lot of these teams, and they have a really good running game. So, with that being said, those are the reasons why Michael Irvin said that. Those are the two reasons why he said that. And that's why I agree. Because again, I told you guys before, you don't want to come in this game underestimating the 49ers because they have the capability to whoop our ass just like Denver did, because all they got to do is look at that Denver tape. They're gonna look at every team that beat us. They're gonna look at all 5 teams that beat us, mostly AFC teams. They're gonna look at that tape and they're gonna figure out, okay, this is how we combat against that. Now they have the defense on the front end to be physical with us, but the back end, though, all Dak Prescott is got to throw it over the lineman's head, and because again they got Josh Norman back there. He can't check none of our receivers. They got Fred Warner back there. They got some young guys back there, young scrappy guys. Don't underestimate them either. But at the same time, I really think that they can do something. Uh, hold on one second. Hello. Hey, I'm live streaming at the moment. I'm gonna call you right back. Okay. Sorry, that's my ex-wife calling me about my child. Gotta check on my son. Um, Hold on, I think I missed something. What did you say? We went handily if Kellen Moore stays committed to the run game. We need 32 to 35 runs. Yes, yes. And again, about that, um, we talk about the battles of the Cowboys and the 49ers in the back. Go back and look at some of those games in the 90s. If you can find some of those games, and now with YouTube Magic, a lot of people have uploaded like older games and stuff. So you can go back and look at some of these things. And I'm gonna tell you right now, when you look at these games, you can tell that the physicality in these games were huge, and and you have to make sure that you come in this game ready to go, ready to play. Matter of fact, they practice at full pads today. If y'all didn't know, they practice at full pads. They didn't do that most of the season. So Mike McCarthy is getting his team together. And we'll talk about the whole Kellen Moore thing as well. Um, they look, they look. Kellen Moore's holding back and forth. And see, this is the thing, Sally. You can hold back plays all you want to. Um, I'm not gonna say that he held back plays, but he does have some stuff that he's going to break out in the playoffs. You are going to see the Cowboys do some things on offense in this game that you've never seen them do. it's gonna be some crazy trickery stuff. You can be like, damn, what they do? He threw it to him, and then he threw it to him, and then he handed it off to there, and then he threw it back. You gonna be like, damn. But the biggest thing that the issue that I have with our team playing at home a lot of times is that it don't seem like a home field advantage sometimes because our stadium is so like non-aggressive, you know. But we have to make it that way. You know how you make it that way? The fan base, and it's all of you guys that live in Texas. You guys that go to the game, you have to go in there. You have to be rowdy, like rowdy, literally. You got to go in there and you have to be loud. You have to show them that look, this is what we came here to do. CD Lamb and some of the other players said themselves that they feed off of the crowd, right? So, with that being said, and knowing that said thing, you need to come heavy. You need to come strong. You need to let them know that we come to play football today, and we not playing with y'all. You need to act like we've been squeezing the Charmin all year. We're physical, right? And we are. But sometimes we get a little cocky. Now, Dave, we've been a little cocky this year. That's why we lost to Denver. Now the Raiders game, I chalked that up to being tired because every time we play on Thanksgiving, we already played 4 days before that on Sunday, so it's hard to do that. Um, but it is what it is. He said y'all should go after Cal Ridley next year. Word on the street, he's looking for a fresh start. Um, no, I I don't think he's coming to the Cowboys. He's probably going to go to a team that's heavily receiver needy. We're not a receiver needy team, and the Cowboys have a good chance of signing back Michael Gallup for the simple fact that he tore his ACL, so he might not be on the market for as much as he would have had he not torn his ACL. The Rams defense is not aggressive like we are. They're not, and that is a fact. Now, outside of their front line with Aaron Donald and them, I could say that, but outside of that, no, they're not. And then Jalen Ramsey back there, he'll do a little something, something too. But you worry about our kicker. Let me tell you something about Greg Zerline. Look at this year. When you look at the kicks that he missed, right? And I agree, we all a little leery about Greg Zerline right now. But look at the kicks that he missed in the game. Most of those were what? Extra points, right? Um, it sucks to miss an extra point, but whenever he needed to kick a field goal, an actual field goal that counted, he always made those. So I guess you could chalk it up to that. At least he's not missing the ones that like we really, really need. You know what I mean? Every kicker goes through some type of slump or whatever the situation that they're going through. Remember, this guy came off of back surgery, so uh, I feel like I blame Fossil for his miscues more than Greg because remember back in training camp, and Fossil said himself, "Oh, we weren't really kicking with him like that." Well, why the fuck not? They should have utilized the training camp that we had when he was getting better from that back surgery to start letting him kick. Why were you not kicking? You said he missing them both. I'm not saying he's not missing them both, but I'm saying that like look in the last like 5 games. He's missed the first kick and then made the rest of them, right? It's almost like he had to get that first one out the way. Like, oh, all right, I missed that one, and then he came back and started kicking better. But at this point, D Block, I agree. I wish we had Kyle Forbath, but at the same time, you can't. There's nothing you can do right now, right? Once you get to the playoffs, what you have is what you have. You can't just go out there and just get somebody off the street and just expect that they're just going to be better. It's not. It doesn't happen like that. So you've been riding with him all season, right? If the Cowboys were going to do something with Greg, if they decided they didn't um, want him, right? If they didn't want him, all they had to do was say, all right, we're going to get rid of you halfway through the season. Not at this point. We're in the playoffs right now. There's no turning back now. You got him. You got to utilize him. And You just got to use them. This where you at right now. Greg Leg got to get it together. Yeah, he does. And I think he will. I think he will. If you look at his past, right? You look at how he was in the past. He has always been a guy that um, when the kicks count, when he needed it, when they were game winning drives, he was able to kick it. Every game, Cedric Wilson has been the three. Our offense has rolled. His skills open up for the offense. Well, another reason for that truck is like this. He's one of the main guys that works in the Dak yard. He goes to Dak's house, plays with Dak. They throw together all the time, so they have a good rapport with each other. So that's a good thing. And the fact that Wilson, let me tell you something about Wilson. Wilson is an all-around wide receiver. He knows all of the route trees, including the slot. He's a special teamer, and he is a former quarterback in high school, so he can throw the ball. He throws a nice ball too. That's Bones boy. Yeah, it is Bones boy. Greg Zerline is Bones boy, and I blame Fossil for Bones for more than anything than I do anybody else. David Wiley, thank you for joining the E2 crew, man. Appreciate that. I wish we had. Oh, and David. So after the playoffs or after whenever the Cowboys are done, I'm gonna start back doing my private live streams for my channel members too. So look out for those. I'll be putting those in the community tab as well. Um, uh, but welcome in the crew, brother. Appreciate you. I like Gallup, but we better off with said Dak and some awesome chemistry with Dak. Yes, yes, yes. But again, if you look when you look at Gallup, right? You look at his situation. I said this in my previous live stream as well, right after the game. Um, you actually have an opportunity to keep him if you really want to, because like I said, he's not gonna go to no team with no crutches talking about some y'all gonna pay me the money. Y'all gonna pay me the money. No, you're on crutches, bro. You're not healthy right now. We're not paying you no money. You don't get no monies. You don't get no monies. You don't get no monies because you're injured. But because he's more susceptible to come back to the Cowboys, because one, Michael Gallup loves this team. Two, why would you go to somewhere unknown and you're coming off an injury, right? All of your trainers, the people that are looking over you and your injuries, they're here. So you're getting help here, regardless of your contract or not. Your medical staff is here, not there or wherever else. So I just think that with that situation, he's more. The Cowboys could go to his agent like right now, and just be like, "Look, we know the situation. How about we sign him for a 2-year, $10 million deal, and we can put some incentives in there. So if he plays a certain amount of games, if he gets a certain amount of yards, certain amount of catches, then he'll get a bonus money. That bonus money is not going to be the cap hit. So if you give him a multi-year deal with a smaller pay, he's more susceptible to stay at the play because he can still make more money with his incentives. You understand what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So I'm speaking to you on the business side of football, right? Because we know that there's two sides of football. So I feel like if you give him a multi-year deal like that, like a small little 2-year contract, see what happens. If he stays healthy, then he gets this amount of money and this amount of money, this amount of money. So I think that would be good for him because Michael Gallup. Let's not disrespect what Michael Gallup has done. He's a deep threat for us, and he's really good. Again, like you said, he's like Alvin Harper. But see, Alvin Harper was never a number one, and Michael Gallup will also never be a number one. He is a complimentary dish, right? He's like the macaroni and cheese to your meatloaf, right? Amari Cooper is your meatloaf. That mofo is your macaroni and cheese. That's your side dish. That's your sides. You need your sides with your main. Your main chick and your side chick work together. But that's a whole different situation. You're talking about polyamory in that situation. We're not going there. But you know what I mean. I like CD on the outside more than Gallup. Do you? Because I think CD is more dangerous in that slot. I like him in that slot on them slant routes, or he come through that middle and he just breaking tackles and just wiping the snot out of his nose. You know what I'm saying? Alicia Morgan, hey, you two. I'm so ready for this showdown. Yes, yes, we all are ready. What up, Ross? Tony Pollard and Jarwin will be key on offense. Yes, I agree. Especially because you have both of them back right now. Do you think the 49ers cornerback can match up with CD? Nope. Nope. Nope, they can't. That's why I said in the beginning of this live stream, I said outside of Bosa, Nick Bosa, I was about to say Joey, outside of Nick Bosa and whatever else they got on their front line, because they do got a good front line. But outside of that, them DBs is not going to be able to handle. So if Dak Prescott just stays poised in the pocket, if our offensive line is going to be key in this game, you got Tyron Smith playing, you got a healthy offensive line playing. Get these guys in here, block, and get Dak these open lanes so he can throw the ball, and that's it. I think Wilson gonna have a big game against the Niners. Only issue is I worry about the Niners is because the fumbles with the way they hit. Hold on to the ball. Put some goddamn stick 'em on there. What's that movie? The Replacements. Go get some stick 'em. Y'all remember that movie? Y'all haters ain't make it to one and done. Y'all just done. I know, right? CD the monster in that slot. I'm telling you, he's a monster in that slot. That's where I want him. I want CD in that slot. I think CD's better in the slot than he is on the outside, because he's not getting the ball as much on the outside. That I think Gallup's better than CD on the outside, but CD ain't nobody like CD in that slot. Ain't nobody banging with CD in that slot. Maybe Sid Wilson, but that's about it. Um, Yeah, CD is definitely better in the slot. That's what he needed to say. Said is so quick in that slot. But see, that's the thing about a Terminator. You can move said all three spots. I think that when you utilize, I think that there's two things you do with CD Lamb. You put his ass in the slot, and then you put him in that backfield on jet sweeps or screen passes. That's how you deal with CD Lamb, because that is his bread and butter. All these wide receivers have a different type of skill set, but when you put it together, oh my God, it's like pick your damn poison, because there's nothing you can do to stop that. When this offense is on fire, when they're clicking on all cylinders, when Dak is in that no huddle mode, ain't no stopping it, bro. Ain't no stopping it. They got Josh Norman, and we know Dez bullied him. Not only did Dez bully him, but our current receivers bullied him. He got stiffed arm by. Y'all remember when Josh Norman? What team did he play for? What wasn't the 49ers? It was another team he played for. Dak Prescott stiff arm. When he was with the Washington team. When Josh Norman was with Washington, Dak Prescott stiff armed the shit out of his ass, and he was done. He laid down flats. That's how we say in Jamaica. He laid down flats. He laid down, and that was it. So you know what I'm saying? I love D-Law when he said we got to set the edge. That's it. You set that edge, and you got Big Bohanna, Gallimore, and old Diggy Zoo in that middle. Let me tell you something. There's nothing that you can do, brother. What up, Shay? Yeah, I like the mix of CD and Wilson in the slot. Agree. Yeah, you mix it up. Mix it up. Ain't nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do about it, bro. But just sit back and just take it. Take it. Take what I'm giving you. I feel like we can use Wilson like Samuel. Yeah, and that's another thing. We're gonna talk about their offense as well, because their biggest thing, they got Debo Samuel over there. They got a good running game with Elijah Mitchell and company. Those guys can run that damn rock. Trust me, I had Elijah Mitchell in fantasy, and he got me at least like goddamn 16 points every week. So I know what they can do in a running game. I know. Why don't we play Nick Ralston? I don't know, Jermaine. I've been asking that. I've been asking that question all year. Maybe because he's a young, undrafted guy and he's not ready. But you look how big he is. I feel like just use him. Here's the thing about the Cowboys that irritate me sometimes. We be having Ferraris in the garage and we just look at it collecting dust. You just blowing dust off of it because they're not using it. I said the same thing about Corey Clement. He won a damn Super Bowl with the Eagles in 2017. Now he's with the Cowboys, and They used them in the Eagles game, and I understand that they weren't playing all the starters, but still, you can see what he can do in a running game. So why don't you mix that up with Tony and Zeke? I understand that it ain't but so many balls to go around, but you figure it. There's plenty of balls. Let him throw them. Shit, Armstrong will be good with his speed off the edge and rotation, definitely. And we're a healthy team right now. Do I think Pollard will return kicks? No, not right now. Not with that foot. They're gonna they're either gonna put Ced Wilson right there or CD Lamb or somebody else. Blitz that ass on the way, force the running back to the side. Well, here's the thing: you definitely have to make sure that um, you stop that running game. I'm not gonna say stop it. You have to neutralize it. You have to get them to a point where they're not comfortable just being one way. E2 can't believe I'm actually rooting for Cowboys to win Sunday because Kyle Shanahan was the OC when Falcons blew the Super Bowl and told Matt Ryan to throw the ball instead of running it. So payback time it is. I feel you, brethren, but at this point, brethren, sometimes you got to root for the team you don't want to. There's been times when I rooted for your Falcons when I was like, damn, what am I thinking? Whatever the benefit is, it is what it is. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, brethren. Welcome. Look, you already brethren. You've been following my channel for how long now? I know you don't. I know you're not a Cowboy fan, but you fuck with me, right? You bang with me. So if you bang with me, then understand that it's this is where we at. Clement is really good and a smart player. Yes, he is. He is. The dude is good. And I'm telling you, to have him as a third running back is a blessing. It really is. What up, you two? Coop got to get some touches. So, Alansky, we talked about this, right? To get Amari Cooper said touches, we talked about this. Green Bay Packers. What do they do with Devontae Adams? If any of you, I had Devontae Adams in fantasy too. He's always going to get you fantasy points. Why? Because he gets the ball multiple times a game, right? Why don't the Cowboys get the ball to Amari Cooper when you're paying him all this money? That part I don't freaking understand. You don't have to force the ball to him, but you can move him around. Amari Cooper knows all three of the route trees as well. You can put him in the slot sometimes. You can put him in the X. You can put him in the Y. He can play all three positions. Let him do it. Move him around. Create spots because you can't hold him back but so much. Get him involved early and often. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Cajun Cowboy, yes, keep penalties to a minimum. That's another thing too. Now I know the refs don't like the Cowboys, but it's the tale of two things. The Cowboys are the most penalized team in the league, right? And a lot of it is warranted, right? We be doing stupid shit sometimes because we're not disciplined all the time. We have a young team, so they're making some of those mental mistakes sometimes. But in order for the refs to stop doing that, you have to control what you control. Control yourself. Stop holding. Stop doing stuff that's gonna require them to do the flag. They should let Turner return kicks. Yeah, I agree with that too. And I like what I see with Malik Turner. I really like that kid. Um, I guess now as a fourth wide receiver because he had to come up a spot because Gallup's out. But to have Gallup out and to have Ced Wilson and Malik Turner out there, those young guys they come to work, they keep their head down, they don't cause no problems, and they make plays. That's it. Cowboys Nation, stand up and get aggressive. Jason Garrett is suspect. Blitz. You said JG. Which JG you talking about? Oh, Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm sorry. I was about to say Jason Garrett. Jimmy Garoppolo. Okay, yeah. Gallup is what Terrence Williams was. Yes. Yes. But Terrence Williams was good though. And it was weird that when Terrence Williams left, he never went to another NFL team. He played in like the minor, like in the AFL, the XFL, whatever. he played in those leagues, but he never played for another NFL team again, which is crazy because all those toe touching catches in the side on the off the sideline and stuff like that. He was really good at. He was really good at that stuff. He was a clutch wide receiver. Now, yes, he was a body catcher, but he caught the ball. I those of you that have been following me from day one, y'all know what I used to say about Terrence Williams all the time. I don't give a damn how you catch the ball. I don't care if you catch it with your teeth. I don't care if you catch it with your feet. Long as you catch the ball. Long as it's a completion, I don't care how you catch it. With your body, with your arms out, with your arms up. I don't care what you do. It is what it is. It's just like when I be at the roller skating rink. When I spin around, sometimes I throw my hands up. Sometimes I put them out to the side. Sometimes I got them down low. It just depends on how I feel that day. Yes, and we have to stop dropping passes too. Save Amari for the playoffs. We don't need to use him up during the regular season. We know, but that doesn't make sense because I get where you're coming from, but when you're paying a receiver that much money, you don't shelf him. Do you see any other team shelving their number one? Because Green Bay definitely ain't shelving Devontae Adams. He been playing all year. So if you shelf him in the regular season, you're not even going to get to the playoffs. So you got to play what you got. Hey, but you got to be smart about it though. I wouldn't say necessarily shelf him. I would say more so of be smarts in how you play them, if that makes sense. Slot would damage the 49ers. Amari Cooper could put a monkey wrench in San Francisco defense. I'm telling you because they wouldn't know what to do, Tony. And if you move Amari around, that would freak the hell out of their DBs, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, oh my god, I don't know where he's coming from. I saw Amari, then I saw CD, and some guy named Wilson, and then who is this other dude named Malik Turner? Oh damn, Noah Brown too. Oh, the tight ends. Oh, Blake Jarwin's back. It's so many weapons, bro. There's pick your poison. Pick your poison. What up, Hawk? If Cowboys win versus 49ers, I think they're going to go far into the playoffs, possible Super Bowl. I agree with that. And I mentioned that in my last video, too. Man, imagine if Cowboys come out blowing out teams in the playoffs and playing possum to end the regular season. So, as much as the talking heads and old horse face Shannon Sharp been talking about our team, talking about, oh, well, they're gonna be Skip, they're gonna be one and done. Skip. Now you know the Cowboys ain't gonna win no Super Bowl. They let my sorry Broncos team beat them. You know they ain't going no Super Bowl. They're never going no Super Bowl. This ain't the 90s Cowboys. Skip. This is what I'm talking about with your Cowboys. See, y'all still living like y'all in the 90s. This is the 2000s, okay? And y'all ain't winning no games in the 2000s. Mr. Ed Horseface Shannon. You disrespect my team. Nah, because I'm sick of this, man. Ain't y'all tired? Ain't y'all tired of going on YouTube and looking at articles? Oh, the Cowboys can't do this, and Dak can't. Why Dak get so much hate? I don't understand. Dak had a slump year. A slump year. So 37 touchdowns for a quarterback in a season is a slump year. This man broke his god. Lansky, I finished sixth in my league because I was in a YouTubers league and we all know how to play well. So it was tough competition. So, but we just did it for fun though. So that fantasy league was different. Um, it does get old after a while. It really does. He need to quit it. But like I said, Dak broke his daggone ankle. Compound fracture, clean. I want to see how many of these people that criticize him is literally going to come back and even play football after that. And then you come back and you throw for 37 touchdowns. And you beat Tony Romo's record in 2007 for the most touchdowns in the season. Way to go, Dak. I don't give a damn if you don't like Dak or not. I do. I support my quarterback. That's my damn quarterback. And I know that he's going to lead us to victory. That's all I'm going to say. Every quarterback goes through a time where they're slumming. Name me a quarterback that don't, because even Tom Brady did. I don't even want to hear that, because even Tom Brady did. Even though he's the GOAT, and we all know that Tom Brady is going to be a Hall of Famer. We know that because he's won more Super Bowls than any other player will probably ever in league history. Because winning Super Bowls is not easy. He made it look like it was, but it ain't. Look at the coaches in the league. Name me a coach that has more than 2 Super Bowl wins outside of Bill Belichick. I'll wait. Because it's hard. If the Cowboys make it to the Super Bowl, then y'all will finally end 26-year anniversary Super Bowl drop. I know you ain't talking. There's a lot of teams out here that ain't even touched the damn Super Bowl. Ain't even been to the game. Matter of fact, Dallas Cowboys and the Steelers have the most Super Bowls. And then Washington is right behind us. People still butthurt about Dak replacing Romo. That's why they hate on him so much. Well, Victor, this is the thing about him replacing me. He had to at some point. Romo can't play forever. You know what I'm saying? I love Romo too. Romo was my guy. I love Romo. But what I do like about Dak more than I like about Romo, Romo was a guy. Romo was kind of standoffish, right? He's a cool dude. He's funny, but he didn't rally the whole team like Dak does. Dak talks to everybody on the team. Tony Romo was more of like, oh, this is my guy. I bang with him. I bang with him. I bang with him. But he wasn't banging with the whole team like that. And that's the problem. You need to be a part of your whole team. If you're a leader of the team, you need to be able to touch everybody in the room. No matter what their skin complexion is, no matter what race, creed, background, whatever they believe in, you need to be able to touch everybody because you are the captain of your team. That's it. Top 5. Right, Terrence. I think what it is because people are looking at the 49ers as like an underdog team. And whenever there's an underdog team, they're going to hype them more than what they are. Now, I also said this too. Also, don't go in there underestimating them either. You still got to give them their credit because they're good at running the ball. Now, if you can, this is the thing with the 49ers. All you got to do is neutralize, because you can't eliminate it, neutralize their running game, minimize it to the point where they're not killing you, right? Get them off on third downs. Our offensive line has a block for Dak because as long as our offense is on the field more than their offense is, that's going to be a win. If Dak didn't get hurt last year, you have no idea what he could have done that year. I know we don't know what he could have done last year because the 5 games he did play, he was actually leading the league in passing. Y'all remember that? Did we forget that? Did we forget that he was leading the league last year pass? Um, Frat, George, I don't know if you're still in here, George. If you're still in here, you and I had this conversation. My frat brother George, he's a Washington football fan. But he even gave Dak credit. He even said, shit, I would love to have Dak over here. When you have other teams, fans of other teams saying that they would love to have our quarterback over there, why are we not? Why are we as a fan base? This is what I can't stand about our fan base. Why are we hating on our own damn quarterback when other teams would love to have him? What happened to this whole Carson Wentz was so much better than Dak bullshit? Carson Wentz just blew it for his team. Ain't even going to the playoffs. You know what? Y'all ain't hearing me. And whether he was a first round pick or not, it don't fucking matter. You know why? Because yes, but it makes his story even better because he was a fourth round draft pick 135th in the draft. There were 7 quarterbacks picked before him, and he's the only quarterback in that class that still start for their original team. Jimmy G is a better version of Kirk Cousins. Yeah, we can go. And I'm not hating on Jimmy G. I like Jimmy G. I think he's cool, but he ain't better than Dak. See, Dak, I put Dak in that second tier quarterbacks, right? You got your elites like Drew Brees before he retired, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, those Pat Mahomes. Those are your top guys, and then Dak is right up under there. He's that second tier. Dak is the reason I started watching football again. I like Romo, but I love Dak Prescott, and that's how I feel too. I liked Romo when he played too. Romo was fun to watch as well. He was a gunslinger. Thing about Tony Romo, he was like an omelet type of quarterback because because you got to crack a few eggs to be great, and cracking them eggs was interceptions, and he did throw some interceptions though. I'll take Dak over Baby Diva loses Rogers anyway. And Brad, I feel you on that. Yes, Rogers is a better quarterback, but what Dak has over Aaron Rodgers is he's not an arrogant asshole. He's an actual true leader, and you don't look at him as a guy like, oh, that's a selfish mofo. Like you don't look at Dak like that. You damn sure look at Aaron Rodgers like that. I think Aaron Rodgers is an a hole. I think he's a horrible dude, probably outside of football. Like I feel like he can't be trusted. It's just something about him, that sneaky little smile he got. It's something about him that rubs me the wrong way. I don't know what it is, but it's just something about it ain't right. It don't fit well with my spirit. I don't like it. What up, Lola? Blue Dak said when he was in the 8th grade he was going to be a quarterback. Yeah, he did, and he wrote it down in his little book. I remember that, Terrence. He wrote it down, and he said, "I'm gonna be the quarterback for Dallas Cowboys." And Lord and behold, he did. Shout out to his mom. Rest in peace, Peggy Prescott. She raised him well before she passed away, and the values that she instilled in that young brother early is the reason why he's the positive man he is today and leading this team. And there's nothing like that, man. You gotta respect that. If it doesn't snow, Sky, Mark's house, because it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. Um, and that Rogers is. Oh, said he looks dirty. You said your mom said he looks dirty. Oh, oh my God. She said he looked dirty though. That's hilarious, Angelica. Oh my God, that's funny. My mom said he looked dirty. I could just imagine that conversation. Girl, his ass dirty. Oh my God. I don't know why that made me laugh so hard. I'm over here hollering right now. This is hilarious. Wait, talk about a team that not scoring touchdowns. Do y'all know that the Giants scored what, 25 touchdowns all season? You know, I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm gonna go ahead and leave them alone. You say yeah with all that hair, girl. He dirty them. Oh my god. Hey Lola, you know Brethren low key like the Cowboys. You know he low key in here. He says he in here because he banged with me, and I appreciate that. That's my brother. I appreciate that. But 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 because I have a lot of fans, subscribers that are not Cowboy fans. So you know, and see that's the thing, Scott. It don't matter where you from. You could be a fan of whatever team you want to be. Ain't nobody sitting here trying to tell somebody uh what team they could be a fan of and this, that, and third, and they gotta do this. You ain't gotta do nothing but live your life and die. That's all you gotta do. Say, yep, yep, yeah, Lola, exactly. Um, hell yeah, that's why he's our quarterback. Dak bleeds blue and silver, and Micah as well. Oh yeah, somebody mentioned Micah. I'm sorry, I wasn't ignoring it. I was in the middle of a thought, but I will say this: Micah is a monster. If you hear him talk, you wouldn't believe that he was a rookie because the way that he talks is like, damn, this young boy right here got some moxie to him. This young boy got some heart. They asked him about the playoffs, and this is your first playoff with the Cowboys, and are you scared? He said, "Let me tell you something. I'm from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I'm a lion." And he was like, "I was like, I said, I'm no longer a rookie. I played enough games under this thing. I'm ready to go. It's just another game to me." Huh? That's what he said. Another game. You said your late mom loved the Cowboys. She started this tradition. That's what's up, Sky. Rest in peace to your mom. Shout out to your mom for blessing you and making you a Cowboys fan. That's what it was. Now, I don't know if y'all know my story, but my mom's brother, my uncle, um, he was a Cowboy fan, and he put my first. He gave me a Cowboy shirt when I was 3 years old, and I wore that star since I was 3 years old and never turned back. So as far as my son goes, and my son is now his my son's mom will probably tell me different because my son's mom is a Ravens fan. But it's okay though, because I respect the Ravens. I have no issues with the Ravens. I'll allow her to let my son wear Raven. If she want to put Ravens gear on my son, I'm cool with that. But when he with me, he wearing the stars. That's all I'm saying. And then when he gets older, he'll be able to, decide which way he want to go. Sally, appreciate that. Yeah, Mark is the homie, man. Mark is one thing I tell you about Mark. Mark is stubborn, but he's a good dude though, and a lot of people don't realize how good a dude Mark is. Uh, it's just like with any other family. We all have our differences and stuff, right? But at the end of the day, like Mark is a good dude. Like he does all this like the tailgates and stuff that he provides for y'all and stuff like that, putting up his own money for this, that, and the third. Like his love for y'all and the Cowboys is like none other that I've ever seen. And I've never seen anybody his age with so much energy. I'd be tired sometimes and he still be moving. When we went to Texas and DMV, what up, DMV? DMV remember too, because DMV was there when we went to the draft. Mark was all over the place. Me and DMV in the RV, like, bro, I'm about to take a nap, yo. This dude all over the place. Like he just like an energizer bunny. We can't get out, coach. We need to be in our bag from start to finish. Exactly, Lola. And this is what I've been saying all week long in my videos. We have to make sure that we get in that ass early, pause, and often. Stop that run. Again, we talked about starting to finish in the trenches, correct? Our defensive line, That interior defensive line primarily and our offensive line are going to be key in this game to winning this game. And I can't stress that enough. YouTube Blue, at least Washington fans don't trash talk Cowboys like Eagle fans do. Yeah, I mean, because I have a lot of Washington fan friends, and we talk a little crap, but like I bang with them mostly. It's the Eagle fans I can't stand. And I know that I have a few Eagle subscribers, but those are the cool ones. But the majority of the Eagle fans, like there's no talking to them. It's just like they just do what they do. DMV was like, yeah, facts, bro. We always gotta tell Mark to sit his ass down. I know. I'm like, Mark, chill, bro. The fans gonna be all right. He's like, no, I'm doing this for the fans. I don't want to let the fans down. I'm like, Mark, you've already done enough, bro. You don't know everybody. They love you, bro. I told Mark, I said, Mark, we need to get you a security detail because some of the fans are obsessed with Mark to the point that like, and these not even women, it's the dudes. I remember when we went DMV. Remember when we was in Texas? Like literally, like they were all up on Mark. I'm like, I was his security that day. I was like, back up, bro. Like you're doing too much. Like they was all on Mark, like he was goddamn Denzel Washington or something. So back the hell up. You said you think my son will grow up liking the Falcons, brethren? You lying? You lying? I've been following him since 16. That's how I found you. I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate that. I've had my channel since 17, 18. I, my first ever video on this channel was the Super Bowl, the Eagles Super Bowl. Oh, and it was trash. Don't go back and look at them videos because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. They're trash. I learned so much from then. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't go back. Stay right here. Uh DMV getting that ass early and off. I mean, you got to. You got to. You got to stop that run. You got to be physical with this team. Physical. Um, O line got to block. O line has to minimize their penalties. Connor Williams. What you talking about, Brad? Rodgers never takes the blame for them choking each year. Dak is an honest and true man. I live in Wisconsin and absolutely hate the Packers, Cowboys for life. Yes, sir. And I mean, you in enemy territory, bro. You right there. And I know it's cold as hell out there because it's cold here. So I know it's cold there. Yeah, I can say the Ravens. I'm not gonna say they're my second team, but I respect them enough to wish them well if my Cowboys are not around. Parsons gonna eat. He damn sure will. DMV, you still doing them chip challenges, bro? Y'all can have that. Ethan, how do you like your 40 burgers cooked? Man, well done. What you mean? Well done, DMV. And if you and when we and DMV, we talked about this. When we get anything higher than a 40 burger, it becomes a fillet. It's no longer a burger. Like when we score 51 on the Eagles, that was a filet mignon. You understand? That was a filet of fish. Yeah. That was we filleted that ass. I don't give a damn who you got in the game. They still NFL players. So if you got them out there, then obviously you think they're good enough to play on the team. So they make it seem like we ain't have backups playing too. But filet mignon. I'm trying to tell you, when you get higher than 40 points and you get to that 50, you get to that 50 mark, it becomes a filet. It's no longer a burger. Good luck on Sunday, E2 and Lola. Let's beat up 49ers and give Kyle Shanahan a payback. Good night and peace until Sunday. All right, brethren. Peace out, bro. Appreciate you. You got to get the filet mignon. Filet mignon is a good cut of steak. And when the Cowboys get a 50, you knocking that thing out. You doing what you need to do. Uh, you have to have a burger rare, all rare. No, not a burger. No, I like my burgers well done. I eat my filet mignon. I eat my steaks medium well. I don't believe in that rare shit because it's foodborne pathogens in the food, right? It's not safe to eat red meat red. Now, a steak, yes, I'll have it medium with a little bit of pink, but no red. Red to me equals foodborne illnesses. I'm not eating nobody's blood. Cook that shit. Put that back on the stove for a little bit. 40 burgers on Sunday. You think so, DMV? You think so? Right. I don't eat nothing raw. Mm-mm, mm-mm. You said you like your burger a little pink. I eat my burgers well done just because it's ground beef. Most burgers are ground beef, and I feel like you have to cook that type of meat all the way through. That's just my opinion. Now, steak is a little different because the cut is different. You can eat it a little bit differently, like because you want it kind of tender. So medium is okay, but not raw. If that shit's still bleeding, put it back on the stove or the grill or whatever. I truly respect you, E2. You are very knowledgeable and passionate about our Cowboys. Thank you for all you do, sir. Yes, bro, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Yes, I love these boys. I love these Cowboys, man. Like, you know, I understand that we've been through a lot as a fan base because we haven't won a Super Bowl since '95. But at the same time, a lot of teams have not won a Super Bowl in a long time. So it ain't just us. As hard as to make a Super Bowl, when you get close, you better make sure you get there. That's all I'm saying. We need to put that team away. Yes, Angelica, definitely need to put that team away. Drop that ass to the floor and let's go. Um, there just been a recall on ground beef yesterday. Eating rare beef is not safe. Yeah, and that's the reason why I said if you're eating ground beef, you better cook it all the way through. That's all I'm saying. Because I don't believe in no foodborne illnesses. It's already enough COVID going around. So cook their damn steak properly. I mean, beef properly. We leave that to the lion. Micah, he needs his food alive. Yeah, that's it. You said it's $100 a pound. Shit. I don't know why everything has gone up. Like the inflation is ridiculous right now. Hello, back on the stove. You talking, you talking house burgers with the peppers and onions. Hey, DFE, remember that? Remember that? Shout out to Eddie Murphy though. Oh, that's a house burger. I want some McDonald's. We got McDonald's at home. This not McDonald's. Man, the ketchup that mixed with the grease and it done made the bread all soggy. So the bread look pink now because of the grease done mixed with the ketchup. Well, them house burgers and them big old big ass onions that your mama used to make back in the day. Come on, y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all too young. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Sugar Daddy up in here. What up, Sugar Daddy? Uh, Chris Cantu. What up, bro? DMV. You know I know. You know I know, bro. Them house burgers. I want my McDonald's. Why can't I get that McDonald's? We got McDonald's at home. Big old burger like this thick. You try you try to eat the burger, you gotta you gotta get some Kool-Aid or some juice or something because it's so thick, and you just like every time you take a bite, you like oh shit, this burger thick than a mother. But shout out to my frat brother that was in here, George. I don't know if he's still in here. He probably rolled out, but he makes some bison burgers real good on the grill, and I ain't been to his house since before COVID, and I miss just George. I miss you. If you're here, I miss you, bro. I just miss people, man, because COVID has like separated everybody, and it just every life is just different right now, and I wish things would go back to normal. I just wish. What up, Coco? Coco in the building. Dallas has only two quarterbacks suiting up. That's all they need, really. Because what you don't want is Danucci out there, because they said that Will Greer got hurt. I don't know what he did hurt. Did he hurt himself falling off the bench? I don't know what the hell happened. Homemade burgers with a bomb growing up. Yeah. Laugh my house burgers with the Wonder Bread. I know, right? With the Wonder Bread. And the grease and the ketchup mixing together, making the bread all soggy. You outside with your friends, almost I got a house burger. They out there with McDonald's, and you out there with a house burger with the big old onions hanging out the side of that junk. Yes, listen to Coco. Thumbs up. Everybody like the stream, man. I need to get them likes up so this algorithm can fix itself so I can show more because I feel like I don't get enough traction on YouTube right now. But get these likes up, y'all. Get these likes up. We need to fix this algorithm. And if y'all know other Cowboy fans or anybody that's a football fan, tell them to follow the channel, man. We all like to have fun in here and show love. That's what we do, man. That's what we do in here. All right, you in the Cowboys Nation. I'm out. Can't wait to celebrate the Victory Monday with you guys. Yes, Sally. Appreciate you coming in here. Definitely appreciate that. What about our kicker? Oh Lord, Sky. See, you weren't in here earlier when we talked about it, but we could get back into it real quick before I end the live stream. Um, it fell off the bench. You two, you're wrong. Lola, see, Lola, you always catch what I say. Nobody be catching that. Nobody be catching that, Lola. That's why we here, Lola, because you caught that. Nobody else even paid attention to that. Because I said that and then just rolled right past it like I didn't even say. Got Cedric. I love Cedric Wilson. Um. Oh, definitely. All man, we family in here. You know how we roll, man. I speak on that all the time. So, Sky, want to talk about the kicker again. All right. So back to Greg Zierlein. Those of you that saw the press conference with Bones Fossil, right? John Fossil. Well, he was trying to. I don't know what the hell he was saying. He just kept stuttering and making shit up. Like it didn't make sense. Um, this is the thing about Zerline, right? Zerline is a um Zerline is I still think he's a good kicker, right? I know you do, Lola. I know you do. What up, Gina? And see, shout out to Gina, because poor Gina is not getting my notifications. That's why she's always in the live streams, probably late. But it's okay. I'm glad you found that I was live streaming. I'm just gonna have to send you a message every time I do it, Gina, since you're not getting the notifications. But yeah, so as far as Zerline goes, um, I still think he's a good kicker, right? Every kicker in this league goes through moments in time where they've come back from injury and they slump for a minute. They're not kicking the same amount that they were before, things of that nature. You're welcome, Gina. And same thing happened to Dan Bailey. I remember when Dan Bailey got injured, and all of a sudden the Cowboys cut him, right? Just out of nowhere. He's done. Boom, gone. Bye. Plug out. As far as Greg Zerline goes, I'm not going to crush the man too much because I know that and I'm not going to give excuses either, but I'm just saying he had that back surgery at the beginning of the year. We don't know what's going on with him mentally, right? So when you look at the kicks that he missed, right? And we talked about this earlier, they weren't really game costing misses. Like most of them were like extra points, right? But if you notice, go back and look at those games. He missed the first extra point, but then made everything else. All his field goals, he made everything else later, right? He fixed it. in game. It's almost like he had to get that bullshit out the way. It's like, oh, I miss. I'm gonna do better next time. And then he goes back in there and he kicks again and it's better. So now granted, as a fan base, I know we don't want to hear that shit. We want our kicker to make every kick, but just like anybody else, nobody is perfect. Um, no kicker is gonna make everyone. Shit, even Justin Tucker missed someone. What up, Tim? So everybody misses. Nobody is perfect. But at the same time, we do need him to get better. Long as he's making clutch kicks in the game that matter, like as far as game-winning kicks, and he's done that. I don't recall him missing any kicks that were worthy of a game winner. He hasn't done that. He hasn't missed a kick that we needed to win a game. He's missed some early, but when you do that, the Cowboys got to score more touchdowns. Period. Greg Zuerlein is more reliable than for a long. See, yes, you're right, but I'd rather have him than Brett Maher. Because didn't Washington have Brett Maher? So you don't want that. But at this point in time, the regular season is over. You're in the playoffs right now. Um, but see, this is the thing. You said I'm not gonna say he Greg the leg no more, but he's just Greg. He's just Greg. He's just Erlong. I'm gone. Need him to get his whole life and leg together. Period. I feel you, Gina. Definitely. Um, but the good thing is he hasn't missed kicks that truly mattered for game winners. He hasn't missed a game winner. So long as he's not doing that, I'm okay with it right now. Because right now you're not gonna. Nobody else is gonna come in there and kick better right now because you didn't use him all year, right? If you were going to get rid of Greg Zuerlein, you would have brought somebody in earlier in the season to replace him, right? You're not doing that right now because you're in the playoff mode. You're not just going to bring somebody off the street and be like, "Oh, come on, we're going to hedge our bets on somebody we don't even know that never even kicked for the team." No. Mm-mm. So we can make less kicks. No, that wouldn't even make sense. It is hard being the kicker. Have you ever tried to kick a field goal? That shit ain't easy. I try to kick. I can't kick for nothing. That's why I play linebacker because I hit. I don't kick. You know what YouTuber is good at kicking? I ain't even gonna say it. I'm gonna leave it alone. But anyway, um, kicking is hard. Now I know when you make it to the league and you kick like that, you're not gonna make 100%. You're not. You're not. But granted, everybody say that's the only job you got. Do it right. Blah blah. But again, it just goes to the fact that we're human and we don't 100% do everything at 100%. That's just the way it is. You said I tried and did bad at kicking. Shit, me too. Fucking suck at kicking. Little I'll talk, but I can't stop thinking about this game and Debo. Don't. Oh yeah, let me get into Debo before I end the live stream. I'm sorry, I completely forgot about it because we got into some other stuff. But um, all right, so we get into that real quick. Okay, so the thing about Debo, right? Big Debo Samuel. They have Debo Samuel. They have Brandon Ayuk. Um, as far as Brandon Ayuk goes, they could contain him with Anthony Brown, right? Diggs will probably be on Debo, and they'll probably do a mixture of man and cover two. Uh, they're gonna move Debo around. They're gonna do the things with Debo that the Cowboys should be doing with Amari Cooper. Monty, I had that same feeling, and I think I know the Cowboys will win this game, and I think the 49ers know it too. But they just gonna go in and do what they do. Debo has turned into Marshall Falk. I'm concerned. Yes, because he can run. He's like Cordell Patterson now, and Ty Montgomery. He's a receiver. He's a running back. He do it all. So they also use. They're also one of few teams that uses a traditional fullback. Remember that too. They use a fullback. So with them using a fullback, you got to understand that like they're going to attack you in so many different ways. Cowboys practice in pads today, and they more than likely will for the rest of the week because they want to get that physical game going and get ready for this game. So see what it is. They just got to contain Debo. They got to contain Debo. They got to contain uh, I'm not worried about Brandon Ayuk. I'm really worried about their running backs, Elijah Mitchell, because he can run that ball as well. Even though he had hurt his ribs earlier in the year, he's back and ready to play. What's good, E2? We will not have home field advantage for this game. 49er fans are deep here in Dallas, Fort Worth area. One of our best friends born and raised here is diehard. So, but you know how, but Deli, you know how you counteract that? You counteract that by making sure that and I'm encouraging all my Texas fan base that are going to the game, don't sell your tickets. If you don't sell your tickets, they can't get it. And that's the reason why they said that they wanted everybody to white out, to wear white, because they wanted to show the fan base and have the fan base out there doing what they. Oh yeah, George Kittle too. Forgot about George Kittle. Damn. But they got weapons, but we got more. The fullback, for whatever reason, what they do, and it's legal as shit. They do a lot of pre-snap movements with their fullback. They'll move the fullback around, and it's almost like he gets a head start before the play is snapped, and you'll see him do some pre-snap movement. So, like you said, follow the fullback, and you'll know where the running backs are going to go. That's it. White out the Niners. I believe in Dak. He's ready. I believe it too. Any final thoughts, concerns? Yeah, Kittle is a given. That's probably why they. I mean, we already know. But again, if you neutralize, if you put a lot of pressure on, because he got to get the ball right. Somebody got to throw the ball to him. So if you put a bunch of pressure on Garoppolo, you'll be fine. Yo, you too. I must have been in the Twilight Zone. I just heard about Betty White on Monday. You two watching doing again with. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know where you been, David, because Betty White passed away on New Year's Eve, and then Sidney Poitier died earlier this week. We also have to rattle porn star porn star Jimmy early and often. You got to rattle that ass. D line definitely gonna get the deck, yes, and it's important that interior line stops that running game. We have to be better at stopping the run. Period. Oh, the game is definitely gonna be hype. Man, I can't wait till Sunday. I can't wait. So make a statement early, go in there, do what you need to do. Because again, if the Cowboys get the ball first, defer it to the 49ers so you get that ball back at halftime. So you get what they call bonus um, time. Can't wait till Sunday. We will win this game. I'll be watching the live stream with you and Mark. Yes. Awesome. Uh, your thought basically just come and play and dominate. That's it. Control the screenplays, please. Yes, Sugar Daddy. Because they're gonna screenplay you to death, and they're gonna throw and damn sure believe they're gonna put Debo on them rub routes. So, um, I just think we need to do the same thing on offense. We need to run the screen game. We need to do more RPO. I want to see Dak move around with the ball. If Dak got to run 20 yards a game to just get us in position to get a first down, if there's nothing there, at least get positive yardage. Because if you're churning positive yardage, you're going to get first downs, period. That's all there is to it. Um, we're working tomorrow on the barbecue truck, you too. Okay, David. I'm in Baltimore tomorrow, Dave, so I'm not going to be in the area. Um, Run and slide, Dak. That's it. Run, slide, or get to the out of bounds line. Um, I'm gonna end the live stream now. I appreciate you guys coming in here, man. You guys have been awesome. It's appreciate all y'all support, man. Um, we're at an hour and 21 minutes right now. I appreciate you guys coming in. Punch them in the mouth and keep hitting them hard. Make them hear those footsteps. That's it. That's it. They're gonna have Debo out wide in the backfield. Hell, last week they had him under center. He's so versatile. Yeah, they're gonna do this is the playoffs. I'm not shocked by anything that they're gonna do on offense. So just as much as they're gonna do offense, y'all gonna be shocked at what we gonna do on offense because trust and believe Kellen Moore gonna pull something out the bag. Yeah, and David, and we need to move him around again in 2022. Good night, Coco. Um, Appreciate y'all coming in. I'm gonna check out my next video that I'm gonna do is basically gonna be the matchup video for the game leading up into the game. I appreciate y'all coming in here, man. You guys are awesome as always. I love y'all to death. Shout out to my moderators. Shout out to my channel members. Shout out to my day ones. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a good night and let's go Cowboys. Let's get this dub, y'all. Let's go.